Hello everyone and welcome back to Beck's Flavor. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and coming back to watch my videos. But if you are new here today, a very warm welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe before you leave and become part of the Beck's Flavor family. So today I will be showing you how to make acheke. So acheke is popularly known by the Ivorians. It's an Ivorian dish. It is made out of cassava, which is fermented. Some people also call it cassava couscous. It is so good. If you don't know about this dish, you are about to find out. And if you do know about this dish, you might learn one or two new things. So let's get cooking. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Let's get into today's cooking. So here are all the ingredients that I will be using to make my acheke today. So that is my acheke. It kind of looks a bit like gari or couscous as you may know it, and all the rest of my ingredients that I will be using. I will list everything in the description box below for your convenience, and really and truly you can mix up things, you can add and subtract, you can do anything you like to your taste to this dish. Okay, so please check the description box below to find all the ingredients. I will start off by seasoning my tilapia with a very simple seasoning. So I will do some white pepper to your taste and some all-purpose seasoning as well. Then I will also add some shrimp seasoning. Okay, I have made some scores on my tilapia, which means I've just simply cut some lines in my tilapia. This is going to ensure that when I do fry my fish, it's going to be nice and crispy. Okay, so make sure you get all the seasoning in the right places to make your tilapia taste nice. Like I said, very simple seasoning. Now that I've set aside my fish to marinate, I'm going to go ahead and make my sauce for the acheke. So with the acheke, I'm going to have some sort of tomatoey yet a bit spicy sauce. I'm not going to make it too spicy because I'm going to be adding my green chili sauce, which I also have on my channel, so please check that out. So I'll make it a bit mild, not too spicy. So all I'm adding to this mixture is some tomatoes, some bell peppers, spring onions, my garlic and ginger. I'll list everything in the description box below so you don't miss any of the ingredients. And then I'll just go ahead and blend everything together. I won't blend it too smoothly. I want it to be a bit rough, but if you want it to be smooth, you can of course go ahead and blend this smoothly. If you notice, I did not put any water into my vegetables because my blender can handle that. Okay, so if your blender can't handle that, you may need to put a little bit of water. So I'm going to be adding some oil into my pan. You can use any oil of your choice, and then I'll be adding in my blended vegetables as well. I will then be seasoning this up with a Maggi cube and 1 shrimp cube as well, and also some curry powder, some all-purpose seasoning. You can use any seasoning of your choice, and some shrimp seasoning as well. Then mix everything together, make sure all the seasoning are in the right places, and just mix it all together and leave it to boil. So after a few minutes, I will give this a quick stir to make sure that it's not burning and sticking to the bottom of the pan. It is not yet ready as it is splashing, so I'll leave it to cook for a few more minutes. And now, as you can see, the oil has settled on top of my sauce. That's when you know that your sauce is fully cooked. And when you stir it, it doesn't splash back at you. Then you know that your sauce is cooked. Add some salt if you need to add more salt. So the next step is to fry my tilapia. You can also bake this in the oven if that's what you prefer. So when you see the sides of your fish all nicely brown, then you know it's time to turn it. If you turn it too early, your fish may fall apart. Look at how beautiful that is looking. Nice and crunchy and crispy, just how I like my fish to be. And now my fish is nicely fried. Look at that, how amazing it is. This is why I like to score my fish, so that it can get nice and crispy. Okay, so go ahead and do that if you want your fish to be crispy as well. So I've got here my bell peppers and 1 onion, which I'm just going to slice up thinly. You can slice this up any way that you like it to be. Look at all the amazing colors. Okay, you know you eat with your eyes first, so this is a great meal to look at and definitely to eat. Okay, so I'm just putting everything in a bowl, and to this I'm going to add a splash of vinegar. You don't have to, but I just like the zing that it gives me. You can also use lemon juice, and then I'm using a bit of olive oil as well, just to flavor it up, and some Maggi liquid seasoning. You can also just use the Maggi bouillon if that's what you have. Now onto my acheke. So this is how the acheke looks like. It looks a bit like normal couscous or gari, if you know what gari is. And to this I will be adding 2 Maggi cubes just to flavor this up. You can also use some salt as well if that's what you prefer, but I'm using these 2 Maggi cubes. You can definitely substitute this for gari or just normal couscous if you're finding it hard to get some acheke. You can get some acheke from any African shop, but if you can't find it, just use couscous. I've added some water just to loosen this up because it's a bit hard, so I wanted to get some moisture. Don't use too much water, otherwise it will get soggy. You don't want that. You can always add, but you can never take away, so bear that in mind. Then I'll also add some olive oil just to give it a nice fluffy texture so that it doesn't stick together. And then I will mix everything together. I like using my hand to mix this because there are some big chunks which I like to fluff up with my hands. I then warmed my acheke up in the microwave for a few minutes to get it warm and nice and fluffy and a bit softer in texture. And here I am. I cannot wait to assemble my food and to eat this. Okay, this food is truly amazing. It tastes so good. My Ivorian people can testify to this, that this food is amazing. Okay, you definitely have to give this a try. And of course I have to dish this up with my green sauce, nice and spicy. Check my green sauce recipe out on the channel if you haven't done so already. It is so easy, you have to give this a try, and it goes so well with this acheke as well. And of course my lovely sauce to accompany my acheke. I didn't make my sauce too spicy just because I had the green sauce as well. So I got my acheke from a Ghanaian shop, but I'm sure you can find this in most West African shops. But if you can't find this, just go ahead and use some couscous, or better yet, use some gari. So put a bit of water on there and add everything else as you would do with the acheke, and it will taste equally amazing. Okay, you really have to give this recipe a try. You can simply have this sauce as well with rice, with potatoes, with anything. You don't have to have it with acheke. And don't forget to check out my green chili sauce, which nicely goes with this acheke sauce as well. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Just comment below and let me know if you have ever tried this dish, or if you are going to try it. Look at how lovely this looks. I don't have to tell you, okay? You have to try this to know what I'm talking about. I am not exaggerating. It is really that good, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification of mine when I post. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.